Week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Live! Yeah.
Kia ora and welcome to the Radioactive Active Live room. I'm Aimee and today I'm joined by the lovely Wiri Donna and accompanying guitarist Elliot Dawson as well. No mai haere mai, welcome.
Kia ora, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to hear some tunes.
Yeah.
And we're here to kōrero an epic gig that's coming up at the end of next week as well. And then, of course, play some music. But how are you? How have you been recently?
I'm good. I just got the final masters back for my EP this morning. So that was really cool and exciting. So I'm kind of like buzzed off that. Everything's getting pressed to vinyl at the minute. So it all feels
Everything's happening.
Everything's
That's
happening,
super
which
exciting.
feels cool. And now we can stand in rooms and make music together. So that also feels great. Yeah.
I'm so excited for like a real life proper gig coming up, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, good vibes. And because it's been a wild year, but you've managed to play a few gigs in there as well. You've also been a very busy bee working on some upcoming festivals.
Yes.
So that's what you do outside of when you're playing on stage?
When I'm not playing music, I'm festival coordinating for Cuba and doing a little bit of work on Welcome to Nowhere too. So kind of keeps everything in the same little melting pot of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How have you been finding that at the moment?
It's really fun. I think it's really I'm really enjoying being able to sort of like be a part of like I'm obviously I've only been working with Cuba for a couple of years, so I'm very much like entered the realm of the music industry as everything was changing, and like am feeling, although everything is very chaotic and hectic and uncertain at the minute, I'm feeling a little bit grateful to be able to be like learning in this environment that's being like constantly like tested and challenged, which, I don't know, I feel like I'm learning a lot and have learned a lot over the past couple of years from working in an industry that's maybe having one of the more like challenging points in its existence at the minute, and feeling like once we maybe emerge from this state, feeling like maybe I'll be invincible.
I love that. Yeah, it's definitely teaching us to be flexible and patient.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So Radioactive listeners will be familiar with your sound because we love you. We're big fans here and we play you all the time. But if you were to kind of just describe it for someone who's maybe unfamiliar, what would you say your music is?
When I first started the project, I used to call it dinky-riff-rock because it was sort of folk inspired and it had a lot of those like really dinky riffs, and then as I added the band, everything got louder and heavier, and now I feel like as I hopefully become a better guitarist, it's going to get less dinky and more straight indie rock, cathartic, loud. Yeah.
Love it. Let's hear a tune.
Yeah,
What's up
let's
first?
do it. Funny I say that because obviously it's just us here today, so it won't be that loud. But this is called Good Daughters. It won't, it doesn't hurt to be of your design. She says it's a good time not to have any plans. When they're circumstantial at best. We could be like the good daughters, but we don't want to leave. We could be like pristine waters. Hearts are aching, my heart's breaking too. These wells and swells won't just stop because we want them to. Brave in the middle, stuck in the middle, you want them to. Hold down like you do. We could be like the good daughters, but we don't want to leave. We could be like pristine waters. Breathe. My bones breaking down feels so good. Your steel patient saint holding like it should. Stretched out to the core for your enjoyment. Worn down to the floor, I can't help you now.
Gorgeous. So stunning.
I felt a little bit silly. I was like, yeah, loud, rock music, indie. And then I was like, now I'm going to play. And then I just spent the whole song being like, wow, this is really not how I described myself.
I feel like it translates though. If you imagine you with a larger band, yeah, we get it. We get it. How long is it now that you've been playing as Wiri Donna?
Oh, since I released the EP, the 2-track that I have out back in April 2020, and then that was obviously during the first lockdown. So we started playing live shows with the band at the end of July, like August last year. Yeah, so like fully a year and a bit. Yeah.
But you've also been playing with loads of other bands around Wellington. You're heavily involved in the music scene, as we said, and a lot of those bands have quite different sounds and aesthetics.
Yeah.
How did you kind of get started in the Wellington music scene?
So I played the drums as my primary instrument for a really long time. So when I moved down to Wellington, me and a really good friend of mine, Bryony, we used to play in a band called Oh Boy. So when we both moved down to Wellington together and was like, yeah, we should try and get some gigs with our band, and sort of did that for a little bit, and then like found other groups to play with, and managed to play a couple Eyegum Wednesdays, which then like has brought so many friends and people, and just trying to meet people in the Wellington scene that were making music and just trying to do stuff with them is something that's always been like really fun, and I've really enjoyed like being involved in like different projects. Yeah.
And was music something in your childhood when you were growing up as well? Have you played for a long time?
My dad's really enthusiastic about music, but he can't really play it. So he's always sort of like encouraged us to like, he wants to sort of see me and my sister sort of go off and like play music and do music. So he sort of like nudged us in that direction as like small children, being like, you want to play the drums? Yeah, I'll get you a drum kit.
Yeah, awesome. And as you kind of mentioned before, you're sort of evolving your sound. It's changed a bit depending on whether you're stripped back like this or you've got the band playing as well. You've also got all of these influences from other musicians. What kind of inspires your songwriting?
Life. I think I'd like to think that I could be inspired by anything and everything. I feel like there's so much potential with songwriting for you to be really playful and like experiment with writing about different things in different contexts, and I think anything that I can sort of grasp onto and like hold on to for a little bit, I want to write about that. Yeah.
Awesome. I'd love to talk about this new music as well, but before we get into that, we should have another tune.
Yes.
So what's next, and what is this song about?
The song is You Should Be Smiling. Yes.
Love this song.
Yes. Oh, I'm just going to tune it really quick.
And you played this live at Flying Nun earlier this year, was that? Tell us about that little set.
Yeah, that was really, really fun. I enjoyed that so much. I'm just going to check my tremolo's off. It is. Yes, we've recently re-recorded. We can talk about it later. Okay, let's play it. Yeah. Always filled with rage. It's just another day to be told how to behave. Oh, she's running hard. Guess I'll dry my eyes and try again tomorrow. But it could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier. Your fools are dying. Just another man who thinks he's doing his best, but he hasn't done anything for me yet. Who are you to decide a frame of mind to rely on? What have you been denied of? But it could burn happier on my skin. be smiling. You should be smiling. It could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier on my skin. Could wear it happier on my skin. It could burn happier. Your fools are dying. It could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier on my skin. It could burn happier.
Wicked. Wiri Donna here in the active live room if you are just tuning in. We're also videoing this performance, so that will be up on the radioactive.fm socials, on Facebook and on YouTube, I believe, coming up later today. So head over and check that out if you want to see all this beautiful action for yourself. And that was You Should Be Smiling. And we were just saying before you went into that song that you performed that at Flying Nun earlier this year, which is epic. We love Flying Nun. How did you get involved with them in that little performance?
I'm pretty sure it was Lockie.
Shout out Lockie Noble.
I think. Yeah. I'm like, somebody asked me if I wanted to play at Flying Nun, and I was like, of course I do. Yes, please, can we make this happen? Or maybe it was, if it wasn't it was someone. It might have not been Lockie. Maybe Lockie just edited. I don't.
Someone got you in there, and you played a beautiful version of that.
I feel bad that I've forgotten. Oh, it was V-Morg. There we go. That was for his Music Month series. There we
perfect.
Go. Yeah.
Oh, epic. Well, what a good setup. And you said you've recently re-recorded that as well.
Yes, it's on the vinyl of the EP.
Cool.
So it's on, yes.
So tell us more about this EP, because I'm super excited to hear about it. So it's you've just received the masters this morning, which is crazy and super good timing. So we can chat about it.
We can talk about it.
So it's a new EP. How many tracks? What's the vibes?
Yeah. So it's a 5/6 track EP. There's 6 songs. We recorded 6 songs, and I think we re-recorded You Should Be Smiling, but I think I'm just going to put that on the vinyl as like a little special treat. And so we recorded it at Surgery Studios with James Goldsmith, sort of produced, engineered, mixed the whole thing, and it was really awesome to work with him. And the vibe is, I'm really excited to actually release something with the band and have like full, this is definitely the more rock music vibe that I was referencing before. Yeah, it's really exciting. We got some we got a cellist and a violinist to play on the last song, and it sounds like the song of my dreams, and I'm so happy with how it's come out. So I'm really excited. I can't believe.
I'm so excited about how excited you are about it, because it's making me more excited. I can't wait to hear it. Do you have kind of a release date in mind?
May. Because it takes a long time to get the vinyl press, which is why I was so
especially at the moment.
Adele pressing like all of the records in the universe, just slowing down the production lines. You go, so Adele.
No, wicked. And in terms of other things you've got coming up, Eyegum, the end of year F-year gig coming up next Friday, and it's like this mega gig at San Fran and Valhalla. Can you tell us about your performance there? It'll be full band?
Yeah, it will be a 5-piece. Yeah, so it's going to be our first sort of band performance since the very beginning of August. So it's been a hot minute. And I'm really excited to finally, we had our band practice. So there's a couple of things where it's like Olivia is, James is stuck in Auckland, so that's really sad. So I've got Olivia Campion playing drums, and Elliot's going to be playing guitar. And my good friend Rachel, who was off in the States, is now back from the States, and she's going to play with us too. I feel like that's really I'm giving off really chaotic energy here, but
It's like a little
I'm just really
reunion,
excited to
Wiri
play.
Donna.
It feels like it's been a really long time, and we're playing at Valhalla at like 9:30 p.m. and it's like just a short little 20-minute set. So there's so much to get hyped about. And Darts are playing, and Night Lunch, and Hans Puckett's, Callum's doing a solo set, and it just feels like there's so much cool stuff going on. And Revolver in the gallery.
It's such an epic lineup.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
stoked
Speak
to
to
see
Collective.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone. It feels like everyone's going to be there. Are you going to be? I'm not really sure how they're doing it. Are they? Can you kind of run between the two venues?
So it's $20 tickets from Under the Radar, and then the way that it's scheduled is so that it's like 20-minute performance, 10-minute break so that you can get to the other venue, and then 20-minute performance. And so you just got to bounce back and forth between the venues all night long and catch everyone. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the vibe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very excited for that. And tickets are going to be like super hot property as well. So make sure
Yes.
you listeners get in and get your hands on those quick. Next song. What have
Yes.
you got up next for us?
This is a song that had strings on it on the EP, but obviously we don't have strings at the minute. But it's called Last Call.
Awesome.
Did we play this already? No. Where is my mind today?
I feel you. Friday night.
We played it at Soundcheck.
Twice.
My mum. Yeah.
We have played it before.
Okay, I'm ready now. Motion tied into the night. It's been 4 months since the last. Keep your breath tied to your tongue. Keep your words and where they came from.
Wiri Donna in the live room here. Wow. Wow. I'm just trying to imagine it with all the strings and everything that you said is in the final mix. I can just imagine that it's so epic. Thank you so much for sharing the songs.
That's okay.
We do have time to squeeze in one more if you're keen for one more song.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Cool.
What am I going to do? I know. I'm just going to retune my guitar.
No stress.
Can I steal this stool? Is that okay? This behind you.
Just a quick interim break here.
We would not.
Where is a good
prepared.
place while we're here? Where's a good place for listeners to keep up to date with what you're up to? Are
Yeah.
you active on social media?
Yes. Instagram.
Cool.
Instagram is my key thing where I post mostly what I'm doing. My key thing where I post what I'm doing. I feel like that's the thing I'm most active on. I recently got a TikTok because I thought I just had these little like fairy voices in my head being like, if you want to be relevant, you need TikTok. I don't know why I care about being relevant. So I just
gonna ask, how's
made
that
like
going?
3 posts and then I was like, I don't think I have the like outward confidence to have a TikTok account. So
It's a bit of fun just to lurk on there, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. So Instagram.
Cool. And both of those are just
Spotify.
at Wiri Donna.
Yeah.
Easy enough to
Yeah.
find. First thing there.
Yeah. I think I'm ready. I hardly even play the guitar in this song. Why is that taking so much time? Oh, these shoes are so big. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this song's called Tale of the Woods. Thanks so much for having me.
It's been such a pleasure having both of you in here. Thank you for coming in.
Take 3 paces to put them in their place. Will you save your final moments for me? Take 5 steps to hide beneath the depths. Nothing is more harrowing to see. Watch out as she's entering the woods. She's gonna find a peace of mind with the dark. Tales of the woods can bring you help if you don't have the spells to protect yourself. But she's got no means of protection, no sense of direction. She's one with the dark. If only she had told me she was entering the woods, then my mother could have saved what she could. Could you save them from the solitude which keeps them cold? Never thought you'd be dependent on the woods. And I have seen the forest fire, from the comfort of my heart. I saw the trees burning from my kitchen window. The normal stories of the woods there, done and gone. It's time to make her own.
Beautiful. Thanks again, Bianca and Elliot of Wiri Donna, for joining us today. It's been so great having you
Thanks
in the
for
live.
having
Thanks.
us.
We love
It's
active.
been really nice.
And of course, a big thank you to New Zealand On Air for everything that they do, and to Claire and the team at Mandatory for our beautiful curtains in the Active Live Room. Shout outs to them.
Shout out.
Quite nice.
Matiwa, everybody. Have a beautiful weekend.
You did.
Active Live. Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.